party where we hang free. Where we hang free. Hang free. Hang
Hang free. Shout out to Ken Mayfield. That song rocks. It gets me pumped every time I click the button and I just watch it. I'm like, wow, that thing is just rocking. Thank you, Ken Mayfield, for your genius. And we appreciate you. Looking forward to the next one. Adapt or donate. What does that mean? Well, what I was saying while I was muted. Yeah, I did scope that out. It's left over from the morning. I got to remember to look down there and make sure my mic's open. Sorry about that, gang. But what I was saying was what is in the description of this video. Today's market didn't care what you wanted. It did what it wanted to do. And traders have no choice at that point to either adapt or donate. So that was what I was saying. And it's true. You know, if you don't know how to trade channels, if you don't know how to adapt your strategy to make shorter trades, if you expect to sit in these long running trades all day and the market's just not giving it to you, well, what are you going to do? Right? You got to learn to adapt or you're going to end up donating your account is what that means, obviously. So tonight, that's what we're talking about. But before we get deep into that, do me a favor. You know what I'm going to ask, right? Smash that like button. Hit the share. Share it out. Share it on your social media. Share it. Send it to your friends and family. Tell them to come watch the Aftermarket. And subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We're trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers. And right now we're sitting at 17,709. So we're moving on up there, gang, like the Jeffersons. Hey, we're moving on up, right? So 22.91 to go. That is nothing. That is a small thing to a giant. We can knock that out in no time. If you are interested in getting a membership with American Dream Trading, we have several to choose from. You've got the premium membership, you've got the VIP membership, you've got the VIP gold, you have got futures, you've got crypto. You also have the throwback special, and I'll get into these a little bit more in depth in a few minutes. And this is the last week of the diamond. Use code DAWN, Dawn, to get 10% off of any of these memberships. Hurry, because we are coming to the end of the month, and some of them will not be available, and I know for sure the diamond won't be. So go to none other than AmericanDreamTrading.com to go ahead and get yourself signed up for any one of those memberships. Now, to get a little more in depth with it, where we at? Yeah, there we go. To get a little bit more in depth with it, you have the premium membership, which is our basic plan. And that covers training in stocks and options. Now, the coolest thing about that is not just the stuff that's included with it, but it includes access to our live Zoom call where you will be able to speak live with Coach from 9 to 11 a.m. most mornings. He is on here doing a live training. So you can actually trade alongside him, ask him any questions that you want to, provided he's not in a trade. He will do his best to answer those questions, not like a lot of the other gurus out there where you're just watching them trade and you're not really getting the training. Coach prides himself on being a trainer first. And then, of course, he also makes money while he trades as well. And we watch that, right? And we learn from it. So shout out to Coach Chad Christian. He was a 34-year stock market vet. He started American Dream Trading, and he first went live 3 years ago in August, right? August 1st of 2022, he went live for the first time on all the social media platforms. And since then, has managed to grow one of the fastest growing stock market education companies, period, right, in the country, right? For startups, you don't grow any faster than how Coach has grown American Dream Trading. And the cool thing is, he's got 20 moderators to back him up. So whenever he is off doing business things and taking care of the back end, we are coaching and training the members of this group with his teachings, right? So you've got no better support than here. So with the premium, you get access to us, Coach, on that live Zoom call. The live Zoom call runs, I believe, beginning February 1st. It will start running from 7 a.m. all the way up until market close at 4 p.m. And then you can go ahead and join that and be a part of that call literally all day long. We've got some people that sit on the call literally all day. Some retirees that are in here supplementing their income. In fact, a lot of them are doing a heck of a lot more than supplementing it. In fact, Coach has retired some people who aren't even retiree age with his simple strategies. In fact, he's created over 16 millionaires. Now, none of these profits are verified because we don't dig into their personal finances, but all members report that they are doing well. So results are not verified. They're not guaranteed. If you come in here and you don't have patience and discipline, you're not going to do well, right? Regardless of how well we train you on the mechanical strategy, if you don't have the discipline to follow the rules that has been laid out for us, you're not going to succeed. That's why 95% of traders don't, right? So in here, we've got a way better track record because we follow up and we hold each other accountable, right? And Coach holds all of us accountable. So with that premium membership, once again, you get access to the basic membership. You can get access to the videos that we have available, the training materials, and so on and so forth. Now, if you want to step it up, you can get the VIP, which now gives you not only all of that, but includes you in a monthly workshop class that we hold once a month. We just did a huge one that was free for anybody that wanted to come in and see what American Dream Trading was all about. And it was amazing. It was amazing. It was hosted by Coach and Bruno, and Maria was in there, and I think Richard was in there. So they did a fantastic job. If you're a VIP member, you actually get access to the monthly workshop that takes place once a month. Not only that, you get earlier access to the Zoom call as well. Now, if you want to upgrade that, we've got the VIP Gold. Now, remember I said you get a workshop included with all the videos and everything? Well, now, if you're VIP Gold, not only do you get all of that, but you also get daily you get the hot stock picks and everything that's included with the other ones, but you also get the mastermind class access, which happens once every couple of months. You now also get 2 extra classes throughout the week, which are called gold breakout rooms, where you get taught by people who have like massive experience in the stock market. I mean, years. You get a class from them. I mean, this is like college for traders. It really is. And you get that class twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You also get a weekend gold training with our Apple Master, David. We call him that, the Apple Master, Apple Whisper, you name it, because he only trades Apple, but he has mastered both of Coach's scalping and 2-minute EWO strategies to the point where he has successfully accumulated over $1 million in profits since being with American Dream Trading in the past 3 years. Yes, he is one of our millionaires. So shout out to David. Shout out to those Saturday classes. I love them. I make sure I'm in them every Saturday because he pulls the screen up and he shows you the trades he was in. He does that on a regular basis because you also, if you're a gold member, get access to the live Apple chat in the Discord. I'm telling you, our Discord, it's like a university in itself. It has so many channels that you have access to when you have each one of these memberships. Now, if you have these memberships, you have access to only what they give you. However, if you are a diamond member, and this is now the pinnacle upgrade, which is going away January 31st, right? Or at least this particular membership is. I believe the diamond may still be available, but not as a lifetime, right? The diamond includes all of those wonderful, wonderful classes, lessons, videos, flashcards, IPO center, all the extra classes, hot stock picks, pre-market setup. It includes all of the workshops, the masterminds, the gold breakouts, the weekend training, the live Apple chat. If you're a diamond member, you get all of that. Now, on top of that, if you're a diamond member, we also train you on crypto. We have a crypto section and a future section. Diamond gives you all of that. You get access to crypto and the futures membership stuff too. So the diamond normally is $12,000. At one point, it was $20,000, and we did have people paying that. And then Coach decided to go ahead and bring it down to 12, just to give our some of our existing members a break who wanted it but just couldn't afford the 20. He brought it down to 12. Well, guess what? Now you heard all of the stuff that I talked about, right? Well, that's $50,000 worth of memberships, because each one of those memberships is $2,500 for 1 year. Well, the diamond will give you all of that indefinitely, not just a year. You don't have to renew it. You don't have to pay monthly, because we offer monthly plans too. You don't have to pay monthly. You don't have to pay anything else. $5,000. You heard everything that was included, right? 5,000. Diamond lifetime gives you access to all of that for one price of $5,000 once. Period. Done. You have access to all of that forever. Okay. So if you want, tell them Dawn sent you. When you're at checkout, type in code DAWN and you will get 10% off of that 5,000. Yes, you will get 500 off, right? And I get a small commission as well. I get 10% commission if you do put my name in there. But if you get it, yeah, type DAWN in there and get that 10% off and take control of your future, right? Take control of your future. And I hate to sound so salesy, but it works, gang. Any and everybody who has had the diamond membership, and I've seen a lot of them come through here, does very well, but again, results aren't guaranteed. Now, another thing I have to let you know is that neither Chad Christian nor anyone associated with American Dream Trading are tax or financial investment advisors, right? All of the information that you get here through us, whether it be in writing, whether it be on video, whatever have you, it's for training and educational purposes only. Okay. So got to put that disclaimer out there. And again, results for you personally are not guaranteed, and results may vary. We've got millionaires in here, and we've got people who are still on the struggle bus trying to figure out how to make this thing work. So, but that was a mouthful. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me check and see if, now that I've done all that talking, who's down here in the chat. We got nobody in the chat. Wow. Oh, there you guys are. Hey, what's going on? Jerry, you are here every day, my brother. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. We got Eminem in the house. Eminem. What's up, girl? Eminem, you are everywhere. How do you do that? You are everywhere. This girl knows what's going on. I don't care what's that. She knows what's in the newsletter. She knows what's happening in the mod lounge, any of the other lounges. If somebody did a profit for the day, she knows what's in profit and loss. Like, how do you keep track of all of that? Got to talk to me. I need. How do you do it? I don't know how you do it. And then she's here. So if anything happens on the aftermarket, she's aware of it. She knows because she's here. She's omnipresent. She is Maria. Love you, girl. Darn Cricket, what are you doing down there? Darn Cricket is in the house. What's going on, Darn Cricket? Hey. Woohoo! Cricket's like, Dawn! Yeah. All right, Pebbles, I see you down there. Took 2 real green trades today. Yes, let's give him the bell. Good job, Pebbles. Pebbles, I tell you, man, you are getting consistent. You are really getting consistent. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. Keep it up. F2, F2, F2 is in the house. What up, brother? How art thou? Yeah, Pebbles is doing awesome, Jerry, isn't he? Polito can too. How are you? Welcome. I've got the link down there if anybody wants to join the panel. Jerry said, good. Sounds good. Bumblebee is in the house. He says, hey, family. Jerry saying, B, what's up? Bumblebee says, no trades today. Lost power at 8:30 a.m. But it did come back on at 9:30. After that, I felt that I should take a break. Okay, yeah, we talked about that yesterday. If that puts you in a zone where you felt like, okay, well, yeah, I was ready and warmed up, but now I'm kind of cold, right? I was ready, but I didn't have a power, so I didn't think I was going to trade. So I'm kind of chill right now. Don't now try to get in zone, right, and force yourself to get in zone. Very good. We said that, right? If you're not in a zone, don't do it. Gang, you don't have to trade every day, right? So if you're not in a trading zone, then by all means do not trade. What are you, addicted or something? You don't have to trade every day. You have to do it. All right. Bumblebee saying hey to Jerry. I love how everybody just talks to each other down there. Okay, Jerry says it's okay to not trade. Saving your capital is also a win. Absolutely, Jerry. Jerry, you are so right. Bumblebee, what's going on? Yes, and I did need what? Okay, so he said he had a lot going on with the storm stuff. Okay, yeah, we get that. Yep. Chris, what's up, bro? Crypto Chris is down there, gang. I want to know how Pebbles support and resistance trends training day went. Ah, okay. Maria said, pretty sure she has me confused. With who? Who do I have you confused with? No, I don't. Girl, you're everywhere. Don't even try it. There is no other Maria. I have nobody to confuse you with. There is only one you. 100% Green Day, darn cricket. Yeah! Shout out, bro. Way to go. Way to knock it out of the park. Everybody, I'm telling you, I'm so proud of you guys. All we have to do is just stick to the rules. I stuck to my paper trading rules and I was up 10% on my account today. I made $10, right? I have $100 in my Weeble paper trading account. Why? Because you guys know me, I have a small account. Usually when I kind of start from ground zero, I'll put $100 in an account, either futures or stocks and options, and I'll trade and try to build on that. And sometimes I do very well. Sometimes I don't do quite as well, right? I'll lose the 100. And when I lose it, I don't put it right back in there. I take a break. And now I'm on a break. I'm on a paper trading break. And when I'm ready to put that real $100 back in there, because if Palm can grow an account from $4, $100, I'm way ahead of the game. Okay. So some of you, $100, yeah, $100, $4. He took $4 to $600, gang. So yeah, Dawn is paper trading $100, and I made $10 today. So playing M2K. I didn't do IWM. I did M2K because I can continue to paper trade futures into the evening, right? I've got to change my account size to do that, but at least I can still follow along with the chart and trade, right? But yeah, so I had a green day, and it sounds like most of you had a green day. And let's get into the to the topic at hand tonight, which is adapt and or donate. Okay. Let me put up. All right, there we go. Adapt or donate. The market sets conditions, right? All right, first talking point. The market doesn't owe you, right? Market doesn't owe you jack. It does not owe you a setup. You have to read the conditions first, right? So we talk about this quite a bit. Setups, breaking hold of the nine, breaking of structure, double tops, double bottoms, head and shoulders, cup and handles. All of these are setups, gang. Too many EWO bar, bigger than the bars before it. All of these are setups that we talk about on a daily basis in American Dream Trading. And all you have to do is determine, number one, what kind of trader you are. Are you a scalper? Are you one that likes to sit in trades a little bit longer and have the ability to stomach some of the ups and downs? Then maybe you're a 2 minute EWO. Are you a longer term trader? Do you like to swing trade? Right? Do you like to just get some shares and let them sit there, or do cash secure put, do the wheel strategy? Right? What kind of trader are you? Once you do that, then that determines what kind of strategy that you're going to use. Right? So with these strategies come certain setups, right? Like Maria and Richard with the engulfing candle pattern, right? Like David with the breaking out of channels, like, you know, Mark McSee over there in futures with the break and hold of the nine, right? I'm telling you, gang, there's a strategy for everybody. We know Blake is riding the high with the double tops and double bottoms and scalping only SPY, right? So pick what kind of trader you are and pick the appropriate strategy that goes on. You know what? That's what we need to do, Maria. We need to have trader strategy and do the lines. And if you're this type of trader, we need to be doing this strategy. If you're this type of trader, you need to be doing match the strategy to the trader, right? It could be like a puzzle, it could be like a quiz, right? If you're this type of trader, what strategy should you be looking at learning and mastering? I know you like it. I know you like it. I'm sitting here thinking, hey, that's a pretty good idea. Um, you know what I mean? So, think about what kind of trader you are, right? This will help you adapt to the conditions in the market, because if you are a 2 minute EWR and it's a day like today where it can't seem to pick and stay in one direction, well, then today is a day you might not want to trade, right? If you can't sit in it, or if you're going to do shorter EWOs. EWOs exist in a shorter period of time. EWOs don't all run all day, every day. Some EWOs last a couple of minutes, some EWOs last a couple hours, right? And if you're a swing trader, some EWOs last weeks. But we go on the 2 minute EWO. And if you are trading that particular time frame and waiting for your setup, there's no guarantee. Only thing guaranteed is when you should get in. There's no guarantee of how long that trade's going to last. So you need to have an exit plan. You need to adapt to what is happening on that screen. Don't go in with a foregone conclusion that because I got in it when I was supposed to, I can just sit here all day. No, at some point that EWO is going to tell you to get out, and you got to be ready for that. You don't necessarily have to babysit that one like you do a scalp, but yeah, you do. You got to keep your eye on when it starts rolling down the hill or rolling up the hill, right? Because you don't want to sit there for all that. You should be shedding. So, um, with that being said, adapt, right? If the market is giving you up, down, adapt. You need to have support and resistance under your belt. If you see where it is topping out at and where it's bottoming out at, well, then maybe you need to put the double top and double bottom strategy in your arsenal and trade off of support and resistance, because that's what that is, right? And learn how to do that. I am adopting that strategy. I said that's something that I wasn't uncomfortable with, so I'm learning how to get comfortable with it. You got to be uncomfortable before you're comfortable, gang. Everything is uncomfortable at first, right? So learn how to do it. Since I'm paper trading, I've got nothing to lose. I am playing the double tops and double bottom strategy. I'm trading off of support and resistance, right? So I'm training myself how to do that. The cool thing and the beautiful thing about Coach is he's given us this knowledge, right? Now we have enough knowledge to now venture into things on our own that we knew nothing about before Coach, right? And take Coach's videos and stuff that we have in Discord, all the training material, and take it and continue learning, right, on a day-to-day basis. If you didn't get something, watch it over a couple times. You'll get it. If not, wait for the Zoom call and then ask somebody some questions or type it in the Discord. Somebody there will answer your question. All right. So, with that being said, once again, make sure that you are being adaptable, right? Adaptation is a skill. Discipline over emotion. This is one of our favorite subjects here on the Aftermarket. Conviction over confidence, discipline over emotion, right? Are you an emotional trader or a mechanical trader? We did that one a few weeks ago. Adaptation is a skill, gang. You have got to learn to really pay attention to that screen and trade on the fly because things don't always last, right? Like we just said with the 2-minute EWO strategy, is there's not always a guarantee that it's going to run in one direction all day long. You may have a day where you do 2 or 3 2-minute EWOs because they keep changing color, right? They keep changing color, right? And changing momentum. So, but you got to go with the flow, get what you can out of each EWO, right? So, adaptation is key. I think I just, yep. All right. Every trade pays tuition. Learn or donate. Now, this one I want to spend a little bit of time on because, that's the whole premise of the show, adapt or donate. Unfortunately, a lot of us come in here and we are willy nilly. We're not adaptable. Some of us aren't coachable, right? And some of us have a lot of money and we just want to go ahead and throw it at the market and see what sticks, right? But that's not the way to do this, gang. You've got to adapt. You got to get in here and pick a strategy and learn it and stick with it, right? Because that's the only way that you're not going to end up donating all of your account to the market. If you don't, you will find yourself. David used to say this all the time. He used to say that he wanted to be one of the traders. The market pays you and takes away from you. He wants to be one of those ones taking your lunch money, right? And going and using it himself. Because for somebody to win, somebody else is on the other end of that trade losing, right? So you got to make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do to make sure that you're successful. And that is adapting. You guys hear that fan? This thing is so old. I got a little baby fan on it. I started getting hot, so I'm like, hey, let's put the fan on. But you guys can you hear that? Let me know in the chat if you can hear that. Probably, because it seems loud as hell to me. Darn Cricket, 1% green today for me. Nice. Cricket with the 1%. Good for you. That is awesome. Maria says she's loving it. Leonard Jones, what's up? Jake Miller. No, you can't hear it? Okay, cool. Pebble says no. Jake Miller says no. Cool beans. So, yeah, that works. so I can keep my little breeze coming. All right, let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so this is M2K today, right? And unfortunately, it's coming up on 5 o'clock, so the futures market is about to close, right? But this is what I'm talking about. This is what you have to be adaptable to, stuff like this. Now, this right here. This isn't, to me, good channel trading. This is just chop right here, right? So I wouldn't mess with this, right? But you got to learn how to spot pattern fatigue. See how nice move to the upside today. Really, right? Really, really nice, right? And then it starts going sideways. When it is no longer stair stepping like it is coming in on the shoulder and it starts going this way, that's pattern fatigue, right? So these are how you adapt. You need to look at stuff in real time and see what's happening in real time, right? Got the got the 1 minute bars down here, got the EWO down here, but then they're going down the hill because now it is the pattern's done. It's done going up. It is no longer going this way. It is going this way. It has broken that trend and gone off in this direction, right? So you adapt. You get out of this trade because you don't want to be in this. This is consolidation. This is nothing but them gathering steam for the next run, either to the downside or back up, which in this case it was back up. So now you're adapting again. Instead of sitting on your hands, you're seeing that it is stair stepping to the upside, and the 9 has broken and held over the 21, and you are ready to get in again, right? Okay. This line went in because of this double top here, right? So I put the line in, and when it got here, obviously, now I wasn't in this particular trade at this point, but this is how we adapt. We put our support and resistance areas on our chart so that we know how to adapt to what the market is most likely going to do in that moment. Now, just like it went to the downside before, it got up here, it consolidated for a little bit, tapped it a couple times, and decided to go down, but it didn't stay down. It did a mini double top and revisited it right back here, but it wasn't strong. Like Palm said, the first bounce is always the best, right? The second one didn't have the oomph, so it didn't break through. It didn't even make it to the line there, right? Well, with that being said, you start to see this stuff enough after you've looked at these screens for 2-3 years, right? You kind of can, to some degree predict most likely what's going to happen, right? And when it doesn't, and when it fails to have strength to the upside, can't even hit the line, well, it's already a double top. So chances are there was no strength here. This thing's probably getting ready to drop. And that's exactly what it did, obviously, right? Now, how long it's going to drop, you don't know. But you want to start looking to your left and start seeing areas of support where it may have gathered steam before and did not go any further, right? Like right here, you've got this consolidation right here where it couldn't seem to break below that area, right? So you would think, and that's pretty much what it did. It got down in this region, and this really is an area. If I were to put actually, we can do that. Hold on. Where is the rectangle? Hold on, gang. Sorry. You know my eyes are bad. I need my phone. Okay, I'm already on it. All right, rectangle. This here, all right, so this one to lock up on me now. It's not cooperating. Ah, come on, dude. All right, there we go. Well, in any event, this area, there we go. It's playing with me here. All right, I'll tell you what, let's get rid of that because it doesn't want to cooperate. All right, let's try that again. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes it glitches. Okay, so rectangle. Come on, dude. Why won't this go? You guys see how this is playing with me, right? Is it locked? No, it's not locked. But it won't stretch over like how they normally do. There we No, no, no. I need you to stretch over. Why is it doing this, dude? That's frustrating. So anyway, what I was trying to do, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it because it's not cooperating. It just keeps locking up and won't go across. Is this area here? See, this is actually I can put a line here. I don't need to do that. Okay, see what's happening here? And I think I got a guest that came in. Oh, hey, Chris.
Hey
Hey, man.
there, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Cool. Just talking about this area here where I've got this line that I just put in, and this is where see how it couldn't break above it here and could not break below it here. So this area, is an area that it's going to have difficulty, right? And it kind of did that throughout here. So then it had no choice but to go back up to the upside because it was not getting past that area. and it kept doing the bullish side bounce off of this resistance. And before you know it was headed back to the upside and actually managed to break through this time, because this was yet again another attempt at going through this particular level, which it tried here. It retested it, came back down, and then went through it again. And now it's pretty much stopped there for the day, right? At least until after 6 o'clock. But if you're not adaptable, guys, you don't pay attention to stuff like that. You just keep getting in and getting chopped up, death by a thousand cuts. This is not telling you to trade me. This is saying sit on your hands, right? So, Chris, would you agree with that? Because I know you see the same types of scenarios in crypto.
I just had to pull it up on TradingView because I'm on my phone. But so yes, you have you actually have it looks like there were about 5 touches on. Oh, I'm on a 2 minute, so it was maybe more than that. But roughly 5 touches that happened on that area from today. Where about pre-market it hit it twice, and then right at open, a little after open, about an hour after open. Anyways, you have like about 5 different times it goes and it tries to hit there. So yeah, I agree with you. That right there is clearly a hard area for it. Now, the more times something touches, the more likely it becomes that it can break out, right? And so you have a clear, like incredibly clear resistance area. As it pulls back to look at that, well, it was resistance. And as it comes back to retest it, what does it become?
Support.
So resistance becomes support. It built a little shelf there. And so like that's actually a really great place or an opportunity to buy back in when you've got a clear support area that is protecting you. You can put a pretty nice tight stop on it. So that way when your stop will be real close, so that if it does kind of wick down and get you, you're not going to lose very much, right? So it's actually a high probability trade, because you have resistance. Resistance becomes support, so you get breakout of that area, then you get a retest of the area, and so it's you have a very tight stop right there for a scalper, so that now you get to capture any of the gains as it's in this area and as it starts moving up. And then, of course, I think you pointed out, your next point of resistance is going to be where? Right at the very top. Right at the very top of that channel, where that first mark was. So a scalper is like, all right, support, resistance. I have support here that was resistance before, and I can scalp this all the way up to the double top.
Adaptable. That's the whole theme of tonight, being adaptable and learning what you're looking at on the screen. Chris and I know by looking at it, we're armchair quarterbacking it right now, but we know by looking at this in real time what this is telling us and what the probabilities are, right? When you learn this stuff, you start calculating as you're seeing it on the screen in real time, right? So this is what you get when you come into American Dream Trading. I had no prior day trading experience. I couldn't tell you a candlestick from a broomstick, right? So you can, if you come in here, you are going to get a top-notch education. And then if you want to learn crypto, well, Chris is our crypto trainer, right? So tomorrow, if you do want to learn crypto, you can go into the crypto Zoom, which, yes, I did hold on to it. And it's at 7:15 every Wednesday. You can get a top-notch, stellar crypto class, right? From Chris and Bucko. And these guys really know crypto probably better than anybody out there, gang. So I can't think of anybody. And the cool thing is the membership for crypto is only $50 a month. So
that's pretty cheap, yeah. Honestly, it's too cheap.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I've said it, I'll say it over and over again. It just doesn't matter whether you never want to trade crypto in your life, because everything that we talk about in there is only going to help you when you go to trade the next day, the day after, the week after, whatever it may be, because everything that we teach in there is applicable to every other asset, stocks, options, futures, everything. Uh, what I'm trying to do, and I started the process kind of last week, in the crypto Zoom lately, is
Hmm.
is taking a pretty tight approach, kind of just really accelerating the training. Okay, we've laid the base. Last year was the base. That's what we did. We built the base so that everybody could know how to do it, what it looks like, how to trade it, where to go, what to do, some terminology, everything. This year is we're taking that foundation and we're building onto it into the next step. And we're adding on those tools that you learn every single time, every single year, every single time you come in, I should say. And we're adding onto those tools so that way you'll know, hey, not only how do I enter, what the terms are, and what how I take a trade and what exchanges I use and all of that, but you'll know what a good trade is, so that every single time you enter, you're like, you have a little voice in the back of your head, and you're like, is this the right place to enter? And you'll know the answer right away. You know. Last week we covered a lot of scalping and entrances, and we basically did a quick breakdown of um, places to enter, places not to enter on every single trade. And you did a great breakdown here, because this is a perfect example of a place that you just need to have patience. Because if you just got in without thinking about it on each one of those I mean, there were 10 candles before it even broke out of that area.
Right.
And if you just, I'm just going to jump in there. Well, you're at the top. It could have pulled back and gone to the bottom of the channel just as easily.
Yep.
So that would be stupid.
Most likely, if it's at the top, it's going to pull back.
Yeah,
Even if it's just for a couple minutes. It doesn't have to stay, but it is going to most likely pull back. So go with the high
yeah,
probabilities.
yeah. High probability trades. That's what we want, right? We don't want any trade. We want the right trade. That's what I try to say. It's what Coach says. That's what we want.
Absolutely. I didn't make it last week, Chris. I'm gonna try to get in there tomorrow. I had some stuff that I was doing and some
No,
stuff.
you're fine.
But
Yeah,
yeah, and I was talking to Jen about it, and she's excited for me to try to get in there and learn a little bit as well, because it helps to know that stuff, and it caters to a small account, which I have right now. So um that's another reason why I am wanting to get in there. So I'm excited.
yeah. We'll happily take you. Anyone that comes, we'll always give you a warm welcome.
Cool beans, cool beans. How's the kids? How's the new baby girl?
Baby boy.
Oh,
Bucko, I think,
baby
has the
boy.
girl.
That's right,
Um,
that's right.
yeah, they were born like a couple. I don't know, a couple months apart. Um, they're all good. Luke's doing great. He's getting chunky. Like he's just a little squishy baby. That's the best way to describe it. You just want to like grab him and cuddle him.
Oh,
Um, he's cute. He's already smart and sassy with his sister, his
is
older
he?
sister. Yeah, you can you can tell like that relationship is going to be one of nothing but sass and nothing but sass.
Oh man. Well, you get to have fun watching them be them and grow up, and you know how that works. Enjoy it, because before you know it, they're going to be staring you eye to eye.
Yeah, that's I keep telling them to stop growing, and they won't listen.
Oh wow.
And
How'd you?
even if I threaten to throw them in the dryer, they just laugh at me.
Oh man, they would probably look at that as like an amusement park ride.
uh,
Did you trade today? How'd you do?
no, not really. A bit busy. I'll plan on trading here in a little bit. I'll do some crypto trading.
Cool, but and it's funny too. A lot of people don't know that you can trade crypto just like you can trade anything else. They're thinking. I think there's this big misconception and this big myth out there that you have to buy these coins and you have to store them in this thing, and they don't know that you can day trade crypto just like you can stocks and futures and options.
Yep. Yeah, there was a runner today that went up 80%. PTB.
Really?
I was
Can I pull
watching
it
it
up
as
on
it was
Weeble? Do I
going. I
need
thought it was pretty cool, but
Can I
I
pull
couldn't.
it up on Weeble?
I don't know. Probably not. You can do it on TradingView. Um, but it shot up
Oh,
pretty nicely today, about 80%. Most of that was during the day, so
okay.
um, you got a good run starting last night, but a lot of the run, I mean, starting in basically the pre-market, uh, up to about 12 o'clock or so. It was a pretty good run from there to there. I was sitting there watching that. It's just kind of watching the movement. When you get into one of those um, situations where something is just running and running and running and running like that, it's it. I honestly I just like to watch it more than I do getting in it. And there will be good trades on it, but it's like if I'm not getting a solid buyback, like a breathe back, I mean, where I can actually buy in and have a pretty high probability, I'd rather just watch it and see how it
I do the
reacts,
same
see how
thing.
it learns. Yeah, because the thing is, guess what's going to
You're
happen?
gonna get in and
It's
it's
gonna
gonna pull
it's
back.
gonna it's gonna well, no, it's gonna do it again a different
Yeah.
day. I mean, it may not. The patterns kind of they just repeat
Yep.
themselves. So I'll keep a little eye out for it for the next time, and then I'll know. Hey, this is what happened the last time, how it reacted, and we'll keep an eye on it, and I'll be able to trade it at then. But it doesn't really matter. I couldn't. I had way too much going on today, so I couldn't really trade anyways. But I'll be able to do that here tonight. Now it's just in a channel. Now we're looking to see if it's going to break down into the next, into kind of breaking the
Hmm.
trend, or if it's going to break back above it, and we're going to get some more run to the upside. It's been a while since we've had a coin run, 500, 800%. So it's up there pretty high statistically, being at 80%. We'll see.
Sweet.
Thing is, we can write it down too. Could short it, and then you get to capture all that gain because most of these things are. And I don't know anything about the coin, but most of these coins that pop up are crap coins. They don't. They don't. I mean, people buy
Yeah.
in thinking it's going to be the next Bitcoin, and then they get dumped on. So we get to write it up as it goes up, and then we get to write it down as it goes
So
down.
is there a lot of pump and dump that goes on because of that? People jumping on.
Well, it's just like
Yeah.
stocks, the ones that you get in the early
Yep.
morning. Yeah, the stocks will pump up, and then what happens is people dump them on you throughout the day, and you keep thinking, oh, it's gonna hit the support, and then it just keeps breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking. Right? It's the same exact principle. It's all psychology.
Pretty much.
Um, yeah. So you got to write it both ways. That's what I love about it.
Sweet. So
Um, go ahead.
no, I was just saying again, you guys can join Chris tomorrow for the crypto Zoom. Go ahead.
Yeah, that'd be great. Come and join us. Love to get some more people involved in it. I are you? And we're definitely not doing the trial anymore, right?
No. Talking about the free trial,
Okay.
that free trial thing. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking, because I can't really sit while I'm training, and like I said, told you before, I have no interest in doing the whole like talking to people, all of that. But it almost would be nice if somebody would, at least once, we could see how it goes, just share the Zoom. We'll see if we can, one time, we'll see how it works. We'll, if they can live stream it. So I don't know if anyone has an interest for that. We may see that with the moderators.
I may try
But
to
just
do it.
screen share it
I
and
promise.
and then keep an eye on the
One of these
lives
weeks,
and
I may
people
try to do
commenting.
that for you guys. I'll see, what's going on here at home, and maybe I can get in there and do it for you. If not tomorrow, maybe next week. I'll DM you. But yeah, that's for sure. We can try that.
Yeah, I think that would help us because a lot of people, they just don't know what it
Yep.
is. They just think crypto is some obscure term and everybody loses their money in it.
Right. That's gambling. That's them coins.
Yeah. To Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Oh man. Well, Chris, I'm gonna go ahead and probably get ready to shut it down. If you don't have anything else you want to add, you good or?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything. I mean, I can always come up with stuff. Um,
No, that's okay.
but you're like, nope, nope, nope.
Oh,
How many viewers do we have right now?
we had 21 a little while ago. Let me see, where are we? 24. Yep.
We only have 24 viewers total right now. Is that on TikTok and everything?
I don't know what we have on TikTok.
Are we live on TikTok? TikTok, are you listening? I want to know if you're listening. Can you put a little comment? Can you write some comments in there? Surely we have some people on TikTok, right? Here, I don't know how to work. This may exit me. Are you on your phone? Do you see TikTok?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm checking it now. Let's see.
Oh, you know what? PTB, just
Yeah,
like we're sitting there talking
we're
about
live.
it. Just getting the roll. It's just getting the roll over. It's starting to keel over and die.
What?
PTB.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm missing my good trade here. Yeah, it just dropped. I don't know. Since we were talking, maybe 8%. No, that's I'm at nope. It's 2.5%, something like that. 2.5%, and I'd say roughly 2 or 3 candles, something like that. So 2.5% at 50x leverage, that's 100% on your contract.
That's pretty wild.
How many viewers? How many viewers do we have?
I'm not sure. What do I look?
I'm not seeing.
I know we got 3,800 likes, and it looks like 5 viewers over there.
5 viewers on TikTok. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got to work on that.
Yes, for
Only 29 people watching. Only 29 people care about the aftermarket?
For sure. I think there's
What in the
what's
world?
going on.
I don't know what is going on. We usually have hundreds, thousands, and we've only got 29. Something's going on there. We're getting zucked. Can you guys help us? Hey, can you guys, all of the 29 people on here, we need you to do everything in your power to get us more viewers. You know how you can do that? You can hit that like button and you can share. If you can do that, that'll help us get more viewers, okay?
Absolutely.
Can you do that every single time we load? Oh my, it is dumping. Woo! I wish I could screen share this because it is just going. It is done. It is falling to the
Make
ground.
that money.
Whoa!
Make that money.
It is just. Oh, here I am talking and not making money on that
Well,
trade.
that's okay.
I mean, that is just a dumpster fire. It broke the 200, and then it just knife dropped. I don't know. Now it's probably 8%. So that take that times 50, because that's about what I use on the leverage and what I do. That'd be my that'd be the profit. That's 400%. I just missed. All right. Can you? So what I was saying is, can you guys please like, comment, share, and get all let's try to get some more viewers for next aftermarket and every other live that we've got.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, brother. That is awesome, gang. And we will go ahead and end here with Coach's rules. And don't forget, all trades are risky, so make sure you're using your stops. Follow all of Coach's rules. Just because the market's on doesn't mean you actually have to trade every day, all day, every day, right? Wait for those proper setups. But Chris, thank you for being here once again, and appreciate you. Everybody down there in the chat, Jerry, Maria, Leonard Jones, Darn Cricket, everybody that's down there, thank you so much, gang. I appreciate all your support, and everybody have a great evening, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Have a good night, Chris.
Have a good one.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them, not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. A mirror that showed who I could be. American dream training, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lives outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see success starts with who you believe you can be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. It's not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you help me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.